Hey everyone, and welcome to Race City Marine. Today we're going to take you on a tour of one of our brand new boats. This is a 2026 Barletta Cabrio 22Q. If you have any other questions on this boat or the rest of our inventory, take a look at our contact information down in the description. For the exterior color combo, you'll notice champagne along with gray Moonstone. This also features the Blackout package, so all of the aluminum rails have been blacked out. For the interior, there's Carmella tan for the upholstery and then tan for the entire flooring. Now at the back of this pontoon, this has the 200 horsepower Mercury engine, definitely plenty of power to get this boat up on plane. And this boat is also optioned with this ladder. So when you fold this out, you'll notice the top 3 steps are extra wide. So not only is that more comfortable for you, along with the grab handles on both sides, but it makes it pet friendly as well. So that way you can bring your pets with you. You'll notice too, there's a pretty good amount of deck space at the back. There's also the stainless steel cage with a flag holder and ski pylon up top. You'll notice there's additional areas you can place ropes or fenders, and there's also the central gas fill up. So it doesn't matter which side of the dock you're filling up on, it makes it a lot more convenient. As we hop on board this Barletta now, all of the doors have the same hinge design where you can lock them open and then of course lock them in that closed position. And with this Q, you have the quad seating design. In back, all of these cushions are on hinges as well. So you can easily pull these up where you have some battery access on this side. There's also storage behind the backrest, where you'll notice there's a steering pump behind this one and you have a little bit of extra space. On the opposite side, you have a little bit more storage, and then with this cushion here, you flip it towards you and you'll notice they're lined in plastic, so it makes it easier to clean and keep dry. Now, as we work our way to this passenger side, you'll notice currently we have a forward-facing seat. You can flip this back. Now there's a rear-facing lounger. You can also go one more step, and now you have a completely flat surface where with that down, this cushion is also on a hinge and you have additional storage. And with that front portion down, you can come back to this section where you do have some storage underneath this cushion, but you can also lock it up. Now you have a forward lounger. So a really nice design for your passenger, depending on how they would like to sit. You'll notice in front of the passenger, we have the doggy dock view in the lower section of this door. So you'll notice it's transparent, so your furry friends can see out. But as a driver, it gives you much more visibility with the door closed, which is nice, especially if you're pulling up to a dock or just seeing what's on the side of the boat. You'll also notice that you have this flat area where you can place items. You can put items out underneath to get them into the shade, and you have that storage space lined in plastic, so you can place some items there as needed. Now, Barlettas are tri-toon pontoons. So Barletta utilizes the center tri-toon where you have an ample amount of storage. You can place a tube in here, noodles, whatever you have for the day can go subfloor. With this boat as well, you'll notice the driver's seat is raised up a few inches to give you a little bit more visibility over your passengers. And with this captain's chair, you have adjustable armrests, you can recline it, and it does swivel too. Now on my right, there's a control for the canopy as it is power operating. You have your ignition along with the throttle adjustment with the rest of those controls for your trim tab and your start. There's also wireless charging, a JBL head unit, and then the Simrad touchscreen system above that, where you have additional vitals that you can go over. You can get into your charts and monitor all of that information. There's also toggles for your bilge, your horn, and then on the left side, there's courtesy lights along with docking lights. You'll notice with the gauge cluster here, there's also an LCD screen on this left side, so you can pull up some vitals, and then you have tach, speedometer, and an adjustable steering wheel, so you can get that in a good spot. There's also a locking compartment underneath, so you can place items there as well. As we work our way to the side of the driver helm, you'll notice there's a cup holder, a dome light, and as part of the doggy theme, you have paw-shaped water bowls and food bowls for your furry friends. So that way they can feel more comfortable and you can bring them along for the ride. Up front, we have the quad seating, similar to in back, where these cushions are on hinges and everything is lined in plastic. And then you'll notice too, there's armrests, so you can turn these into forward loungers. And there's also an integrated wastebasket located behind this cushion. So that way that is nicely hidden out of the way. You'll notice too, the speakers, there's also cup holders as well, and you have the dual transparent door up front. So that way you can see through that while it's closed. And then coming back to this massive bimini now, you'll notice that there are supports on both sides. So when you are underway, the front supports are going to be locked in the down position. So you have those connections there. When you're ready to fold it up, simply lock those up. You'll put the rear supports down like I just showed. And then with a push of a button, you can easily lower this and of course bring it back up. So if you're going under a low bridge out on the water, you're storing the boat, trailering it, this is very convenient to do. And with the bimini down, you'll see the boot installed. It gives it a much cleaner look. You can also lower this another step if you want it in that lowest position, or raise it up slightly to make it easier to walk underneath. But there's a look at our 2026 Barletta Cabrio. If you have any other questions on this boat or the rest of our inventory, take a look at our contact information down in the description. We look forward to seeing you all out on the water.